views and opinions of your boy Derek are those of the host and does not necessarily reflect that of the Nighthawk Network or the views and opinions of its associate members. Viewer and listening discretion is advised.
Hey, bitches.
And now, once again, from the iconic city of Baltimore, we bring you season 2 of Helena Hologram. Hey, bitches. Let's talk about it.
Good evening, and good evening. Welcome to Hey Bitches Live. I'm stepping in as your guest co-host, your guest host for Helena while she's on hiatus, preparing herself for season 3. So we here tonight. We're gonna get it in. What's going on? I hope everybody had a wonderful day thus far. Um, as always, you don't have to spend time to thank my wonderful sponsors, the Nighthawk Network, which I'm a wonderful member of and a part of, and I'm grateful for that. My little brother Eric Butler, and of course the Washington Consulting Group. We here at Hey Bitches Live and the Remix. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We thank you. We're so grateful that you seemed in your heart to help further this platform so we can reach some people who normally we wouldn't reach in time. Y'all don't pick me on because every time I move this camera, it freezes. See? I'm still here, y'all. I just gotta get this camera together because this camera be trying my last little bit of nerves. So hopefully you guys can still hear me. The important thing is you can hear my wonderful voice. You got to see my face, okay? Yeah, okay, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna give thanks to them. How was it? How was everybody week? I noticed that there was a lot of for those of you who are in the pageant world. Noticed that it's been a lot of pageants this weekend. They crowned a new Mr. and Mrs. Um Gay United States. They found crowned a Mr. Renaissance, which is my brother from another mother, Mr. Leo Richardson. Mr. Gay Renaissance. So I guess things are going on a little bit up and down, up and down, up and down as far as the pageant world is concerned. I know some of y'all did was like pageant world. I don't give a fuck about no pageant. But yeah, we getting ready to ready to come up on the Miss Universe pageant, which is going to be next month. Trying to figure out why these lights are not giving me what I want. Maybe I need to turn them on. My people. Is it that one? But anyway, one of these lights is giving way too much. Is it you, girl? Cause you're killing me. Okay, thank you. That's better. All right, I know I'm gonna figure it out. Thank you. Cause that thing was shining. Don't I look? Um, yeah, the Miss Universe pageant is next month. December. I don't want to try to say the date because I'll give you the wrong date. So I'm not gonna tell you, but I'm gonna look it up and find out um what is the date for the date for the Miss Universe pageant for those of you who may want to kind of sort of be interested. I was supposed to have a guest on here tonight, but guess what? Lo and behold, Simple Me forgot to send them a friend request. That was real bright, wasn't it? But we gonna work it out anyway. And we sure are. So you don't know, last Monday I didn't do it, and nobody reminded me, even especially not even my super swole head little brother. Um, y'all know certain things that we do. When I tell you, like I told y'all before, honey, um, this football season right here, I don't know what to call it. This has been one um, okie dokie football season where we know that the Cardinals are at the top of the heat. They have the best record in the NFL. I'll give big props to them, honey. And of course, upcoming. Now that's one. And that's out of all the football games, I will watch the I have made it a tradition to watch the um the Thanksgiving football game. I don't know why I've been doing that for years. And this go around, Dallas is gonna be playing the Oakland Raiders. Now that should be a pretty well. I don't know. Any game is a good game now because you don't know who's who in the NFL because there's a lot of teams that are 7-3. You got a couple of 8-2 teams, and I don't think no, that's not it. I must be a week. Oh yeah. But once I put this up, I'll know who is playing on tonight. We always gotta go over that one. Come on, my tablet be acting simple sometimes. Gotta go over ask scores for the week. Okay. Oh, it's the Giants and oh wow, the Giants and the Buccaneers. I didn't I thought the Buccaneers had a much better record than that, but I guess not. So yeah, we're gonna go over some scores from yesterday from the NFL. We try to make this little this little platform here as diverse as possible. Y'all know I gotta get comfortable. And I can't get comfortable because Helena not here, so I ain't gotta worry about wearing no dress and all of that carrying on. Nope, nope, nope. What did I just do? I don't know. That's not what I wanted. Okay, here we go. All right. But the number one thing on the number one game on the list, and y'all don't give me too much, okay? And that was the number one thing on the list. Okay, we had on last Thursday we had the Patriots 25, the Falcons 0. But y'all know I'm in Raven country, so everybody was acting kind of crazy when they just or anyway, the Ravens 16, the Chicago Bears 13. Oh, good game. Green Bay Packers 31, the Vikings 34. Wow. Okay. The coach just walked all over the Bills. They should have. Yeah, it was another one of them. Did the Bills practice last week? The coach 41, the Bills 15. Poor Detroit. I don't know what to say about them. The Detroit Lions 10, the Cleveland Browns 13. The Washington team 27, the Panthers 17, the Texans 23, Titans 13. The 49ers 30-10 against the Jaguars. The Dolphins 24-17 over the Jets. Oh wow! Ooh, this is like I said. This year football season is real wacky. The Saints 29, the Eagles 40, the Bengals 32, the Raiders 13, and of course the Cowboys. Yeah, they lost. The Cowboys 9, the Chiefs 19, and of course the Cardinals 23-13. That was actually a real good game. Steelers and Chargers was good too, 41-37. And well, I guess in a couple of minutes we're gonna have the New York Giants going against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't even say this sound like it's gonna be a good game because I don't even know what's what because at any given point in time, anybody is liable to lose, whether you what number one ranked team in the NFL or not. Yes, it's just it has really been that kind of an NFL season. And next week, well, Thursday, which is Thanksgiving at 12:30, we got the Chicago Bears going against the Detroit Lions. That should I say should. I'm not saying it is. I'm not a sports. I'm not betting and I'm not predicting anything, especially this year. We got the Raiders and the Cowboys on Thanksgiving at 4:30. I will be watching that game. And next, and oh wow, and then we have three games on Thanksgiving. That's awesome. And then the night game is going to be the Buffalo Bills against the New Orleans Saints, and that's going to be at 8:20. Oh, okay. Thanksgiving, giving I don't know if I need to watch because I'm corny, y'all. Every year I do like to watch the Thanksgiving, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade and the Christmas Parade. So call it what you want, say what you will. That's what I like to do. I done dropped my cigarette on my other kind of cigarette on the floor. Y'all don't judge me. Yeah, so and then we got the Steelers and the Bengals on Sunday. We got the Panthers and the Dolphins on Sunday. Eagles and the Giants. Should be a good game, but like I said, I'm not predicting nothing. Titans and the Patriots, Falcons and the Jaguars, Buccaneers and the Colts. And that should be a good game. Jets and the Texans, Chargers and the Broncos, Vikings and the 49ers, Rams and the Packers, Browns and the Ravens, Seahawks and Washington. That should be a good game too, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the Seahawks quarterback. I don't know if him and his wife been getting it in a lot or whatever, but Wilson, you've been playing like a scrub. Let me shut up. Like I'm qualified to say who's playing good football, who's not playing good football. But anyway, we have and y'all know what? I meant to go back in my back in the bedroom and turn that TV down with my rude ass. But y'all give me a second. I'm gonna put this up here for a minute, and while I go back here and turn this TV down. All right, I'm back, y'all. I was like, I don't know if I can hear the TV. I was like, I know y'all probably hear too, but yeah, you guys know. If you don't know, you guys know that we're here. We're here at 8 o'clock on Mondays because came to a conscious decision that it probably would be wiser to start a little bit early in the network and get some of my viewers who start have early days. They got to get up 5 and 6 o'clock in the morning. Give them a couple of minutes to come up here. I'm trying to get comfortable, y'all. Come up in here and get a little bit of Hey Bitches Live, okay? But yeah, I had a show yesterday at the East Baltimore Elks Lodge. I want to thank my sister Jada B for the invite. Nice, had a good time. That was a pair of earrings I wore, ain't it? Paparazzi on it. They cute. That was a cute little brunch they had over there. Then my one of my good friends of 40 plus years from Annapolis had a little celebration yesterday. Celebrated her Big 5-0, which is a blessing in this day and time that you get to see the Big 5-0. Because let me tell you something, honey. If nobody told you and you didn't get the memo, whew, child, they leaving up out of here. The little So like, we're coming up on, y'all know we But actually, I can talk about this because it kind of leads into one of our wonderful topics, and we're gonna have. I'm gonna need y'all to take some time and get in touch with some of your loved ones, especially your older loved ones. Check on them because we're coming up on that. We're coming up on a holiday season, And the holiday seasons are harder for some more than others. So if you got, take some time to call your aunt, your great aunt, your uncle, or whatever. Just check up on them. Just say hi to make sure they're doing okay. Because let me tell you something. And I'm not telling you for what nobody told me. I'm telling you for what I experienced firsthand myself. Holiday seasons and depression really don't get along that good. And I'm speaking for me. Holiday season and depression don't really rock that good. So if you get time, yeah, this little excuse me, this little space heater is doing what I want to do, and I'm ready to get on the space heater and the damn fan at the same time. If you notice, I decided to wear a little color tonight because I'm always in either black or gray. So Under Armour, thank you. Yeah, so you guys can take some time and check on your loved ones, your friends, even your enemies, to make sure they're okay. Because this holiday season, it is like back to back holidays. It's kind of hard on people who suffer from depression. So if you have a family member or a friend who suffers depression, give them a call. Check on them. And make sure And when you check on them, make sure it's a genuine call. None of that crazy Oh, that was real dumb. None of that crazy stuff. Check up on some people. Make sure they're doing okay. Um, you know, because these seasons are coming up. What do you got? You guys have a lot of plans for the holiday season? Me personally, nah, I'm not cooking. Then when you think about shit, tomorrow's Tuesday. Thanksgiving will be here before we know it. I don't know, I think I might I don't know, do a seafood boil or possibly crab cake and some French fries. I don't have anything that I'm really, really, really wanting to do as far as the holiday. I'm just chill by myself, do my little thing. Um, eating my thought and have a good time. Okay, anyways. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. Oh Lord, then I think tomorrow in this area anyway. Tomorrow's the last day of um here. I think the children. Hey Tracy, what's up, my friend? I enjoyed you the other day when he had my little spirit of moment thing. Um, so like I said, if you get time, um, call some of your family and friends, check on them during these holiday seasons because these holiday seasons are rough on a lot of us, especially those of us who suffer with depression and anxiety and things of that nature. Just check on somebody, make sure they're doing okay and everything is all right. Boom, 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 and then we're gonna be good. So everything up in this way. The weather, of course, I'm quite sure even in your area too. The weather has been extremely fickle. I mean, I don't know what this weather's giving you. I don't know. I need to start. I need to wake up in the morning and really watch the weather report because a lot of times when I travel early in the morning. That's just how I am, and it be cold as kahuka outside. But come noon, 11, 12 o'clock, it's hot as hell. And you be looking like a damn crackhead walking outside with that big ass coat you put on because it was cold as all get out. Okay. But Tracy, either this weekend or next weekend, I'm coming to Philly to go to a place up there called Jumar, or some kind of fabric thrift store. My granddaughter's gonna bring me up there because I have to get ready for a fashion show in March. No, May. Yeah, May. So I'm gonna come up there and pick up some fabrics. I'm told that it's a very reasonable store. They have, so I'm like, I'm here for it, Philly. Here I come. And the good thing about it is it can be a weekend thing because the store. I looked on the website and they're actually open on um they're open on Sundays too, which is a good thing. Yeah, here in Baltimore, the temperature have dropped like crazy. But guys, like I said, y'all just if you don't want to do it for me, do it for yourself, do it for me. Please check on your loved ones, your family, and friends. Like I said, these holiday seasons are coming, and depression is going to be in full force. Um, what side gets continuing now, little brother? So yeah, and the holiday seasons. You mix the holiday seasons into losing loved ones and family members and friends. Y'all not. Let me tell y'all something. I told you I'm in the process of doing a personal cleansing mentally, physically, and spiritually. And these last couple of days have been kind of like cool for me because yeah. Oh wow, your house situation is just as bad as mine. Um, I've lost my damn train of thought. Lord have mercy, but that's okay. God is good. Um, I was actually sitting here and I was saying to myself. I said it last week. I think on one of the shows. Oh, sorry. Now I know. I'm actually. Oh, thank you. I'm in the process of doing a spiritual cleansing, mentally, physically, and spiritually, and I've like kind of stepped back from some things and some people and some situations, and I'm like, my balance is like high out, so I'm cool with it. It's not easy, um, but it's important for me to be as balanced, have my life as balanced as possible. You're always in my prayers because a balanced life equals a good life. I have to keep that balance, and sometimes in keeping that balance, you gotta cut some people off. And honey, what I tell you, no, we're not doing that. When I need you, yeah. Let me tell you something, bro. Tracy, bro, I am like, mm-mm. I'm telling the truth for shame the devil. I'm not dealing with it, and it's like I'm noticing extra stress being brought into my life, and I will admit that I'm allowing it to, but it's being brought into my life by outside forces. So I'm trying to bring that under control, which is a part of me. Bringing balance to my life. So, girl, maybe a week, 2 weeks, 2 years, 3 years, or forever. In order for me to keep that balance together, I have to separate from some things. I'm blessed, um, mentally, spiritually, and physically, but my spiritual walk has I've gotten I've be, mm, see I'm getting excited. I've come closer to God, close to my higher calling, um, better understanding my ministry. So I'm like going through this little thing, and it's like awesome because you can kind of like see some of the stress and some of the mess because mess do equal stress do equal mess. Just falling off, and it's like, okay, nigga, we doing this thing, so I'm here. I have my days, and like I wrote on Facebook, I have my days, but I just have to step back and don't call me, I'll call you. If I don't answer, no disrespect, but I'm just not in that space right now, and I need to keep my space as positive as possible for the betterment of me, Derek Smith, the betterment of me, Elena Hologram, no shade towards you or nobody else. He will, Tracy. You a strong warrior. I am too, but I'm realizing that in order to come out as pure gold in any situation, you most definitely have to be tried in the fire. Okay. Hey, cousin, we have to be tried in the fire, but that y'all know how I do my shows. I have things and topics that we're gonna talk about, but I got to go according to the way things are moving. We have to focus, guys. We have to focus and make sure. I know, Tracy. We have to make sure we try to keep that balance. That balance is important to our and mental. That balance is important to all three aspects of our life: and mental, spiritual, and mental, spiritual, and physical. So let me tell y'all something. For the longest time, I don't know why society has made us to believe, you can cut this person off, you cut this off, you cut that off, but don't cut family off. Because let me tell you something. Some of the most toxic shit that I deal with come from family. Just look, y'all look. One thing about me, one thing is for certain, and two things is for sure. I'm always going to tell the truth, shame the devil. Right church, wrong people. I don't do all that. And sometimes you got to cut their asses off. You know, we get all caught up in, oh, but that's family. But if that family member is destroying your balance, then what, girl? I can't. No, we got to, because that's all we have to keep that balance intact to have um balance is important to us. You know what I'm saying? It brings about peace. I mean, if let me tell you something, plain and simple. If you don't have no balance in your life, you ain't got no peace in your life. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? Use it as fish, honey. Eat the meat and throw away the bones. Use what you can use, and if you can't use none of what I'm saying, that's fine too. But I'm gonna put it out there. Balance in your life equals peace. Because when your life is balanced, you don't never hear nobody say, "My oh child, all hell broke loose in my life." Yeah, because you're not balanced, and I get like that too. Shit, you're not a it's not just for y'all. I go through it too. You know, go through it where you deal with family members who only want to deal with you when it's beneficial to them. Come on here, somebody. We're gonna have this conversation. Yes, we are. Guess what? I'm grown. You know, you have to go back and reevaluate the different kinds of people in your life, which is going to help you to balance your life, because you have to identify the different kinds of people in your life, because you have people in your life that's here for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And sometimes we have a tendency to try to turn seasoned people into lifetime people. And when we do that, then in that there lies an unbalanced situation in your life. Come on here, somebody. And Eric, that let me tell you something, Eric. Yes, brother, you ain't never lied. That right there, it is very difficult, because it's so many things that you just have to, for lack of a better word, you just have to woo sign, be like, look, I got to do this, because I can't be sitting up 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning worrying about this and stressing over that, and let me tell you something. This statement right here, when you try to bring balance in your life, it's very difficult at times, and then you have to realize that it becomes difficult at times depending on what's going on in your life. At times, I know for me, it's it's hard for me to find my balance if 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 I have death in the family. My balance. Let me tell you something. Death will throw your balance off like a bitch. I'm trying. Excuse my language. It will throw your shit off like a. But yeah. So I just think, we just need to try our best to stay as balanced as we can. And in doing that and staying balanced, sometimes we have to make some difficult decisions. You know what I'm saying? Cut this person off, step back from this person, move to the left instead of the right. So change your work shift from 7 to 3 to 9 to 5. I don't know. But you would know, and just have that little conversation with God, your higher being, and say, God, what do I have to do to have more balance in my life, where you can go to work and you can have some me time, and you can have time where when you can go out on a weekend and hang with the girls or hang with the boys, and you can have, that sort of thing. It's a Listen to me, y'all. It's very important, y'all. And you know what, Tracy? That's why I love y'all so much. Let me tell y'all something. I'm so grateful for y'all, because it's because of y'all that we can keep this dialogue going, and we can talk about things, and vent, vent to ease up some of that stress and lose some things and start to shake some shit off. I'm trying to tell you, many times that people make things more difficult for each other. And and I think a lot of times they do that because they're going through something. And unfortunately, keep it real. Come on in, somebody say neighbor, oh neighbor, type it on the screen. Neighbor, oh neighbor. Sometimes the people go through, they directly try to make you go through with them. So that's one of the things about me going through my cleansing process. I'm praying to God. I'm like, God, please try to help me stay as balanced as I possibly can. It's and and for real, y'all, part of me staying balanced for me. I can't speak for nobody else. Part of me staying balanced is me doing doing this wonderful show that has celebrated a whole year back on the first Monday in November. You know that's a part of my balance, and a part of my balance I have to make sure that my ministry go forth, whereas though I can impart knowledge and information to you guys. You know that's a part of my balance, and you need to ask yourself, what do I need to do to be balanced? Y'all feel what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. Nothing wrong with it. Ask yourself, what do I need to do um, to remain balanced? You know, Tracy, like I said it again. I thank God for Tracy, Eric. I thank God for my Nighthawk Network family. Like I said, Tracy can attest to it. If y'all miss my, as I call it, my spirit of the moments, because I do them in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, whenever. If y'all missed my last spirit of the moment, I think I had like 27 comments on it or whatever. Go check it out. Tracy could tell you that day we had a good time. And I'm gonna touch on to something that we talked about. Um, one of the best ways for me to learn things is, sometimes I sit back and I observe and child. And you know what, Tracy, and that's what people need to realize. Sometimes you're not always in a space where you can encourage somebody during their trying times because you might be going through something. But then that's when you step back and say, wait a minute, I'm trying to balance myself, and I'm like a little you know, I'm balanced right now, so you and you have to remove yourself, not remove yourself from that person, but just for that particular point in time, so balance can come through. Because sometimes we are the reasons why some of our family members and friends are unbalanced. Y'all look, tell the truth and shame the devil. That's exactly what it is. We was talking about um relationships and how it's difficult. And I mean, maybe a intimate relationship, a friendship, or whatever. But any of those ships, when any of those ships, relationship, friendship, fuckship, duckship, whatever it is, when there are insecurities in those relationships, trust me, that relationship is doomed to fail. I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, so you have to replenish yourself, and then you'll be at the place where you can be an encouragement to somebody else. Because you know what, honey? Let me tell you something, honey. If you can't encourage yourself, it's gonna be hard to encourage somebody else. I'm trying to tell you. And guess what, y'all? And it's fine to be able to say that I can't help you right now because you talking about what dark space you in. I'm in a dark space too, and honey, me trying to encourage you, and I'm in a dark space that can't even encourage myself. So honey, that's not gonna work, right? Church wrong pew. And it's good for us to know that about ourselves because my thing is I got that I'm gonna call it a gift. I have that wonderful gift, and my brother Eric and I'm attested to this. I have that wonderful gift that I have tendency to spiritually take on somebody else's yeah. So yeah, we gotta get prayer to for all our Nighthawk network members. And my thing is, I myself pray for you guys, whether I see you guys or not, because I've come to the conclusion that we all go through things, and sometimes you gotta give people space. But like I said, I'm so glad I've seen Tracy here a couple of times. He's just been so encouraging to me. And the other day we just got up on here. I just acted a donkey. One of my friends was like, "Oh my God, Derek, you're just cussing so much." I said, "Bitch, you know how this mouth is. I got a heart of gold, but God is still working on this mouth. Say what you want, shame the devil, but the devil is alive." Yeah, it has. And I let me tell you something, y'all. That wonderful thing called live TV. Y'all hold on for 1 second here. Y'all know I'm not gonna be rude to y'all. Yeah, so like I say, and I have this thing that I do. I was doing it um once a week, but now I do it whenever I can. I have this thing that I do on my page. It's called giving you your flowers. I just acknowledge people because there are people who are very important to me. And on one of those days, I decided, and I do this in real life, I decided to give flowers to myself because when you give people their flowers while they're here, you gotta give yourself some flowers too because you know what I give myself flowers. I try. It's not as often as I wanted to, and I think we all need to get to that point where we really focus and no matter who, what, when, where, and how, a part of keeping that balance. Come on here, somebody. Keeping that balance is in order to keep that balance, we most definitely, in the midst of all that we're going through, in the midst of the storms that are rising and all of that good stuff, in the midst of that, a very important part of us keeping that balance, guys, is finding me time. Finding me time is very important to have balance, y'all. Um, and Tracy, every time I think about coming up to Philly to go to the Fabulous, so you the first person I be thinking about. Because my granddaughter actually turned me on to that place that I'm gonna come up to probably next week. Come up there. Like I said, I'm grateful that the place is open on Sundays. But yeah, guys, work on that balance, and and in working on that, and in working on that balance, ask God to prepare you. Because let me tell you something, honey. Living a balanced life ain't is not saying that you is not look, girl. I'm not telling you that once you think that you're at the point that your life has been officially balanced, that everything's gonna be okay. No, girl, that ain't nobody gonna tell that lie. Or at least I'm not. So living, I say living your balanced life. Who was that? Charlie Wilson. I'm talking about living your best life. I'm talking. In order for me to live my best life, I have to live a balanced life. So yeah, I'm excited about that. Well, you guys, we're gonna take our first commercial break, and when we come back, I kind of like, if you guys didn't see the topics for today, I kind of like put them out there, but I'm actually gonna put them in the order that I see fit. And when we come back, this is the first thing we're gonna talk about. I like to type things in. And this one, I'm dying to see what you guys' answers gonna be. We're gonna take the commercial break, and I'm your boy Derek. I'm stepping in for my girl Helena Hologram while she's on hiatus. Guess what? We just excited here over here on the Night Out Network. We have some new shows that's gonna be coming up in 2022. You guys, I'm excited because it's an opportunity for us to interact more. And guys, I think I figured out something that I'm gonna inbox some of you guys about. But this is what we're gonna talk about when we come back from this commercial break. Name something that is made for Thanksgiving dinner you don't like. Period. You know ifs ands about it, but like if you go over your grandmother's house, your great aunt house, there's certain things that they make every year, and you be like, "Damn, that shit nasty." So we're gonna take this commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna say, "Name something that is made for Thanksgiving dinner you don't like." Be like, "Girl, who made that shit?" Yeah, we're gonna do that when we come back. Well, coming back to Hey Bitches Live, I'm your boy Derek, stepping in for my girl Helena Hologram while she's in hiatus. What's up?
Come on now. Okay, black on. Get into it. Black on. Look at that David Ford right there. That's his thing. Black on. He don't know Tom. Look at that David Ford. That's his thing. He don't know Tom. Yeah. see the demons, but I can see the light.
We are creating black luxury across this country.
Welcome back to Hey Bitches Live. I'm your boy Derek. I'm stepping in for Helena while she's on hiatus. And like always, we always want to give big ups to our sponsors, the Nighthawk Network, my little brother Eric Buckner. Um, um, and of course the Washington Consultant Group. Yeah, those Tracy, for real, those glasses are on my to-do list too. I'm just trying to figure out when I'm gonna be able to get my like I say, having that me time. I'm ready to do that. I got a pair of his glasses. I think me and Eric had said that we was gonna buy a pair of his glasses. Like I told y'all tonight, we do have topics that have already been set aside for this evening. But I also want you guys to know that we're gonna go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, I don't know about you guys, but like I said, I'm working on my I'm going through my spiritual cleansing, and it's I'm liking it. So I'm like here for it. So guys, that question that we had up on the screen, what is name something that is made for Thanksgiving that you don't like. I don't I really I don't particularly care, and y'all don't judge me. I don't particularly care for sauerkraut. That's not one of my favorite things on Thanksgiving. But then I know that I make. Oh my God, that is like. And I'll say for the holidays. I'll say for Thanksgiving. Um, I'll say for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I think fruitcake is the worst. I think fruitcake is the most re-gifted gift that anybody. I don't even know who likes fruitcake. Ew. Oh my God, fruit and hate is such a harsh word, but fruitcake. I'm sorry, fruitcake is so. I'm gonna tell you something. Fruitcake is so bad that I wouldn't even give it to somebody that I don't particularly care for. But everybody else in the world, they just love and like everybody. I'm not that person. I don't. Well, yeah, I love my dressing. Oyster stuff in it. All that kind of stuff. I don't like sausage stuff in it. I don't know why they just like. Ugh. Um, but fruitcake, oh honey, you can have fruitcake. I don't. Mm-mm. It is. I don't know anybody. I think the only person I knew who liked fruitcake was my stepmom. I was like, honey, you can put ice cream on it. You can drench it in chocolate syrup. There's nothing much you can do to fruitcake. I'm sorry. I'm like fruitcake is just like I don't even like the way that sound blood pudding. Y'all know. Mm-mm. What is blood pudding? That even sound nasty, Kimberly. Ew. Blood. Child, not. Y'all know how my mind is, so we not even gonna. We gonna leave that one right there, honey. We gonna leave her right there. But yeah, And then I know I have a very diverse palate, but I have a lot of things that I like. Like my children would never eat. Um, my children would never eat turnip up bottoms. Um, my children would never eat stewed tomatoes and corn. Now don't get me wrong, I love liver and onions, but I don't know if but we have to. I know that's a tradition. I just don't know what nationality have that. But I'm glad it's not us, honey. I can't do no blood pudding. Yeah, so everybody, all my guests, you see my wonderful friend right there, Kimberly. Hopefully, if everything is right, she'll be one of our up and coming up and coming people here on the Nighthawk Network sharing her platform with us. You know, she's been on here before several times. Um, it's my sister, my spiritual sister. You know, so but you know, guys, I don't. Yeah, I don't get I don't either, Tracy. Don't care. I don't care. I don't care for no corn pudding. And y'all know what? Y'all can judge me and call me whatever. I don't like bread pudding. Love me some good old rice pudding with or without the raisins. Oh my God, let me tell y'all something. My mother, my stepmom on Thanksgiving, let me see if I can find it. And on Thanksgiving and Christmas, used to make something, um, honey, they used to have my stomach churn. She used to make this pie, called mincemeat pie. That was the nasty. I'm not sure, but I think it's like a Jewish custom. That was the nastiest damn pie that I ever. Let me try to find the ingredient. And that pie right there, you really have to have yes, honey. Oh, I'm gonna tell you, it is like if none of y'all have never tasted, it is like it's like the worst. I was saying to myself who the hell taught you how to make this nasty shit? It is like horrible. Nothing about makes it temper to me. Not even the custard that they pull over. When they pull the custard over, it looks even worse. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Origin is the United Kingdom, but honey, I thank God for my little what you call it, my little gadgets. This is my besides my brother Ebug. This is my research department. Okay, a mince pie, also known as mince meat pie in New England and fruit mince pie in Australia. You know, there's just the ingredients are traceable from the 13th century with the return of Europeans. Blah 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 blah. Blah. It looks good, but honey, it's horrible. It is like the worst. Um, yeah, that's some them damn English people. Is if you never had it, you don't want to have it. I've never liked it. I don't know if it has been the my first look at it because it looked like it's dry as all get out. And putting that custard on it don't make it any more appetizing than what the hell it was at first. Yeah, it's called mincemeat pie. Talking about something nasty, y'all can Google it. It is so nasty. I'm like, why do people make this damn pie? What is wrong with people? You look at it, it looks so good, but honey, when you bite into it, whoo, you be like, oh my god, who the hell made? Yeah, let me see. And it says stir together. It's yeah, it's I don't. It's I'm sorry, nothing. And then he even got the nerve to even have walnut mincemeat pie. Ew, nasty. It looks good, but it tastes horrible to me. It reminds me of spoiled curdle. Yeah, I'm sorry. You can put the custard over top of it or whatever you want to be, whatever you want to do. I don't know. Maybe when I tasted it, the person who because a lot of times we taste stuff no, let's keep it real. We taste stuff from somebody who can't cook worth for shit anyway. So that's gonna magnify and make it um even worse. Yeah, fruit cake go back a long way when dry fruit was all the rage, but in the 20th century, it became mail to order, and it should have been this band along with that damn nasty ass mincemeat pie. Now, now, Kimberly, okay, that's your thing, but honey, I love my chitterlings and my hug malls. Yeah, the stuff that they got in this mincemeat pie is horrible. I made it. I make it, and I promise you, the bread. Okay, well, I'll give it another shot, but honey, on this side of the planet, um, no, I'm not either. And for me with pecan pie, I think for me it's way. I'm just me. Pecan pie is way too damn sweet. I'm like, woo, these damn pecans are sweeter than honey roasted peanuts. I'm like, well, girl, we can't do that. And that's weird because let's keep it real since we on this bit. Because y'all know each holiday technically has something different that you're supposed to cook. Um, well, Turkey, Thanksgiving, Christmas ham, and of course, Easter ham. Yeah, I don't know why, but they've been like, but you know what? I guess they've been having um, shortages and everything. Eggs, chicken. The man who make the chicken. And y'all know I pride myself in trying to show all you guys comments because you guys comments are important to me. You guys comment actually take me to another level. I'm glad about it. I bought a car and they sent me a fruit cake according to Tommy. I think they were joking. Honey, I don't know what they were doing, but I would have, what, God forgive me. Look, y'all know how I am. You know what? I would have sent the fruit cake back and send the goddamn car back to. I said, girl, you would not disrespect me in that manner. You could have gave me a damn toaster or blender, a fruit cake. You have got. Oh, okay. I'm not a fan of everyone's about anything. There are certain people that I'll eat certain things from. I know I have certain, well, you know, um, I'm not a big fan of string bean casserole, but a friend of mine, God rest his soul, called Big George. He had made some string beans and cream string beans. He made it in the cream or whatever soup. Me, of course, if I did, I'll use cream and mushroom. And they were actually good, but honey, when I tell you I tried to replicate that recipe, bitch, it didn't work. Yes, and chitlins and hog maws because there's actually a man down Lexington Market today because I had a taste. I wanted to get some slab bacon, and he got himself 4 pounds of chitlins, but 4 pounds of chitlins. I'm hog maws. I mean, once you cook them, 4 pounds is gonna be 1 pound. So he probably just bought them for himself. Oh yeah, see, and that's what I'm doing. I'm not cooking dinner for Thanksgiving, but I am gonna do my bacon. I'm gonna do me a couple sweet potato pies, cherry pie, apple pie. I'm probably gonna do a 3 layer. I know everybody like, ew. I'm gonna do my 3 layer coconut cake and a yellow cake with chocolate icing. Where in the hell I'm gonna put all this shit? But some of the pies are going to my some of my family members, and then I have family members that I have to I have this world famous glaze that I make that I have to jar for a couple of people so they can put it over their hands. My niece always told me, I got my hand today, Uncle Rick. Yeah, I love a good. I can remember the first time I made a sweet potato pie. Girl, first time I made a sweet potato pie. And no disrespect, I think I must have read the Caucasian people recipes. Bitch, that pie was just that. But then I'm like that pie maker to the point that I know the ingredients. I don't measure out nothing. I go by taste. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do my. I love coconut cake. I love it. If all fresh is pretty good, no canned veggies. Yeah, I mean, but honey, I come to tell you that. Oh, I could cook a can of string beans, honey, make you never think they came out the can. Ooh. Yes, I love coconut cake. Well, for me, I like canned cranberry sauce. Me because that's what I grew up on. I don't know. Me personally, Derek Smith. I like canned cranberry sauce. Kimberly, I kind of we got 2 year. And I'm gonna say me. I like canned cranberry sauce because that was what I was exposed to. Canned cranberry. So I mean, it's cool. I mean, I don't eat it that often. I mean, I know in the past I put cranberry sauce in the refrigerator. I'm like a week or two because I'm like most. I like chilled cranberry sauce. So the holiday come around, the damn cranberry sauce still sitting in the refrigerator. Yeah, I don't particularly care for canned vegetables because I have to do a lot um when I deal with canned vegetables because for me by me having hypertension, I have to rinse them off and but girl, oh honey, I could turn a can of take a can of string beans and you never know they was canned, honey, trust me. But yeah, I'm gonna be baking during this holiday season. I'm hoping and praying that I'll be moved before Christmas. I'll be moved before Christmas, but if not, um, it is what it is. And I got a question to ask you guys real quick because I told you this show is going to basically we going off the cuff. I got some things that we um discuss. So when do you stop reaching out to somebody? Hypothetically, you call um I called Eric like 2 days straight and he's not responding. Do you continue to reach out or do you ask yourself, do this person is this person not answering because they need that space? Then do you ask yourself after a while, well, shit, you're not responding, then I'm gonna stop reaching out. And that, that's such a um, that's such a touchy subject. It depends on to me it depends on the situation and it depends on the person. Now I'll say for instance, like my little brother Eric. Um, if me personally, if I don't hear from him within a 24-hour period, and when I say hear from him, I don't necessarily have to hear from him personally, but hear from him or see him having some kind of interaction on the internet, then I'm fine. But if I don't hear, feel, or see any of that within a 24-hour period, trust me, I'm calling. And trust me when I tell you, that's my little brother. If push come to shove, a nigga will get on a plane under Detroit. Here I come. And yeah, yeah, and see that's the thing because we have to be That's such a thin line, because you really have to know when to back off, because if you don't, that could be more detrimental to the situation than what it needs to be. So I mean, it's just things that I think about like that, because I say that because I'm going through that with somebody, and I decided that I needed to back off, and I know deep down in my heart I made the right decision, and I'm glad about it. But I just don't want to be that person that push somebody over the edge. You know what I'm saying? But with me, I'm reaching out. But I think a lot of that has to also do with how well um how well you know the person. Would y'all agree with that? Yeah, and see mine has to turn when I know that it's time to back off. Even during the time that I'm reaching out, then that's when my backing off comes with a lot of prayer and supplication, things of that nature. But I would just stop responding. Hopefully they okay and hit back. They could be going through something and just need time to get and see that and see that's what my thing. And like I say, we all came to the conclusion that a lot of it has to do with the situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for instance, if somebody has just lost a loved one, you reach out to them differently than if they just stop talking. You know what I'm saying? And discernment for me is a must. And discernment for me sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes discernment for me is a two-edged sword. Because sometimes I be like, God, really, you really gonna okay, yeah, um, yeah, and see that's the thing you have to know how Tracy and Tommy and Kimberly. I'm grateful for this because we are on the road because you have to if they're just constantly short with you, you have to back off. Um, I would say back off. I wouldn't say disconnect because when I disconnect from you, honey, you child, please. I'm the soccer, girl. Um, and yes, I agree with that. I just would change a word here or whatever. But yeah, I most definitely you have to know when to disconnect. You have to because if you don't, come on, there's somebody. Y'all know what God is good. Because if you don't, that can really be detrimental, and that can make that other person go in a downward spiral. Real quick. So having discernment and knowing your friends, and like I say, I'm being blessed to know your friends and know your family member. Yeah, that disconnect is very important, and that disconnect can be most definitely be a positive. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something I just wanted to shoot out there because the purpose for this platform is so we can talk about those things that a lot of people don't want to talk about or they're scared to talk about. Sometimes you have to initiate something to get a response, and that's why I'm so grateful for this platform right here. I'm grateful that God has blessed me to have some of the best guests this side of the Mississippi. Yeah, yeah, and that's just my thing. I wouldn't. I mean, I know exactly where he's coming from because you know, yeah, back off a little bit, disconnect. I know what he mean, but use yeah, most definitely. I'm grateful that I'm learning that more and more, and I'm not gonna pan you over here because sometimes people go through things and like me, sometimes I go through things. There are certain things in my life I know for a fact. There are certain things in my life that I have to for the betterment of me, for the betterment of the balance of myself. Yeah, I can't believe we're talking about that we need to most all of us. I implore all of us to most definitely work on that balance. That balance mentally, physically, and spiritually. Balanced life is the blessed life. Um, it's a thing. That thing called life we go through every day. It is what it is. And like I say, I am. I'm gonna share this with y'all. I have some things that I really would like to do. I would actually. I'm going to work with my photographer, my videographer. And y'all pray with me on this because I most definitely I'm praying in 2022 that I can actually take Hey Bitches live I don't know how we're gonna work it out. My cameraman, my videographer told me that there's a way that I can do it, and I can actually do it and do it in my home. So that's something um something that I'm praying for. Um, that's going to happen in 2022. So those who know the words of prayer, and you're praying for me, um, prayerfully and positively, pray that can come forth for me in 2022. Because honey, everybody praying for you ain't praying for you. Because you learned that a long time ago. Right? So yeah, Mr. Brooks, who and in that situation, Kimberly, um, I don't know. I don't even know where his mind. Well, with situations like that, the first thing they come out their mouth is that they're gonna um and see. Let me tell y'all something. Mental health is so diverse that you really have to be very very careful um about how you talk about it because you don't want to be discriminatory. You don't want to disrespect anybody. Um, because years ago they would never talk about mental health. Um, but now mental health is so deep. I'm trying to figure out. Wow. So I mean, y'all know I say right, yeah, and let me tell you something, Tracy. Even though sometimes it can be um it can be very daunting, but that's why I say, when we're faced with situations like that, when we're reaching out to people and all that good stuff, part of reaching out to them, and I think we've all come to the conclusion that we have to be as balanced. We have to be. Come on here, somebody. See, God is so good. Y'all, come on, work with me here. Um, we have to be as balanced. Let me say this for me. I'm not. I'm making it a single thing. I have to be as balanced as possible in order to help somebody. To help somebody, period. Because me being unbalanced, trying to go into your situation, that's not going to make for a good situation for you. I'm trying to tell you. Let me see. I'm trying to look it up, Kimberly, because I like knowledge too, but I like to know a little bit about what I'm talking about. You feel me? Already. Donnell Brooks identified as suspect after five killed in Christmas parade. Wow. The suspect who was accused of plowing into a Christmas parade in Wakahusa, child. I don't know what that city is. Um, wow. Okay. Donnell Edward Brooks, 39, was taken into custody on Sunday night shortly after a red Ford Escape SUV drove into a parade in the Wisconsin city, killing five and injuring 48 people, including 18 children aged 3 to 16. Wow. Okay. Now I'm trying to see how one connect. Where they say he was involved in the Wisconsin been getting a lot of goddamn press here lately with all these damn high profile cases. I don't know what's going on. And then in here they say he was before the incident happened. Isn't that ironic? That's one of the topics tonight. They say before the incident happened, he was in a a domestic violence situation. Uh, That's why I told you I have to go with this. I have to go the way the spirit lead me when I do these shows, because it's ironic that Kimberly brought this up, and actually, they say part of his doing what he did was. But anyway, we gonna. I'm just trying to find. Lord, Wisconsin has been shown. Wisconsin has most definitely been in the spotlight here. Wow. And this person is I don't think they have the same name. Investigators are looking for. They're looking into whether an SUV driver who played out there and played was killed. Oh, so now what they say they're investigated and thinking that he had gotten into that domestic dispute, which led to him fleeing that scene, and that ended up him. But yo, dude, you killed 5 people, and then he. Oh Jesus! Wow, wow. So now they're looking into them. They say he actually has two open criminal cases in Milwaukee County. In one case, filed November 5th, he is charged with resisting and obstructing an officer, reckless homicide, disorderly conduct, bail jumping, and battery. Okay, well, honey, you was just doing it, honey. Yes, he was fleeing and scared for his life. What was he? My thing is, was he fleeing from just getting finished with a domestic violence situation with his lover partner? Blah 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 blah. Um, or what? I don't know. Like I say, I can't. I mean, let me see. God, this man, but this well, according to um according to his little write up, this man has done a lot of reckless things. I mean, yeah, he's African American, but you know what? I mean, but was he like in a bar fight with a bunch of Caucasian people and he was fleeing for his life, or was he in the house beating the shit out of his wife and then he was scared the police was gonna come and catch him? I don't know, honey. That's a situation right there. Well. I'll tell you this. This is what I will promise you. I'm gonna read up on it, and when I come back and do the remix, we most definitely gonna talk about that because I know, and I need y'all to I'm gonna put it on there again. I need y'all to go on the page, go on my Hey Bitches Live page, and put on there some of the things that you want us um some of the topics that you want. Yeah, we not going. Well, Kyle is a whole nother child. Kyle is a whole nother ball game because he went from a whole nother goddamn city to another. So we not that's we'll talk about Miss Kyle a little bit later. His little fake ass crocodile tears. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Yeah, child. We not going to get on him, honey. Not at all. Not at all. And then the next subject. This is one that I'm really looking forward to because y'all know I love music. Um, Yeah, and it did because you know what? One thing we need to realize as people, we need to realize that. laws are different from city to city, state to state. So know your laws, because some of us are sitting back here saying, "Well, God, how did that happen?" Blah 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 blah. But if you don't know the law of that city, that is very much um feasible. I mean, you got to realize one thing. A lot of these cities and states have laws that are so damn old that they should have been revisited them 30 years ago. You know, but you most definitely have to know your local law. Maryland has carry law. If you have a permit to carry, right, carry anything except a machine gun. Well, honey, what he had was a weapon of mass destruction, honey. Trust me. Wow. Well, all right. You got the black version of Wisconsin and the white version, but yeah, Miss Wisconsin is trying. Child, I've never, until these cases came up. Wisconsin has never even I never even thought about Wisconsin unless I was watching some NCAA sport or something, and University of Wisconsin was playing. So yeah, y'all go visit the Hey Bitches Live page, and write down in there some of the topics that y'all want to talk about, because I enjoy, I enjoy the topics. I enjoy because it gives me an opportunity to do research on topics that we talked about. I thank God that He's blessed me to be able to do a whole show by myself, which is a blessing, and in that blessing, it's a gift. But I also thank God that He gives me an opportunity to have guests on the show, so we can interact and make a cohesive front. And like I tell people all the time, this is not a gay show. I'm a gay male, but this is not a gay show. We talk about everything that affects the community as a whole: black, white, blue, green, orange, purple, yellow, straight, bi, tri, die, lie, whatever. Say an alibi. I don't care. Yeah. So I think this thing right here is getting on my room. Thank you, baby. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is this is what I want to ask you. I said earlier, I said five, but I think five is too many because five is kind of hard. Maybe for y'all, but not for me because I can name five. I really could. Okay, we're gonna. This is what we're gonna talk about now. When Dolph was killed, the gun laws are so open. You can get a gun walking into any store. That's why they took it. That's like I say. Unfortunately, all those things are determined by state law. You can have a permit to um um have a gun in your house, but that permit does not give you the right to take that gun outside of your house. So you gotta and that's with everything that we trying to do, even down to elections. We gotta start with our local elections. We gotta get so involved in all of that because some people only vote once every 4 years, and that's when we're voting for the presidency. So we need to look into our laws and see. You know, we get all upset and say, "I don't understand how he got off." Blah 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 blah. But girl, let's talk about technicalities, honey. No shade, and it's over and done with. Technicalities would get has gotten a lot of murderers off, honey. OJ Simpson. Let me stop. Okay. Um, and that's what defense lawyers pride themselves in, getting that one good old technicality, honey. And you know what, Kimberly, that's one of my favorite Christmas songs too. But I will say, after a while, I get that tired. That song wears me out after a while. That's okay. Now I like the Jackson Five. Santa Claus is coming to town, and I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Most definitely, have to be in my top 5 is the incomparable, the remarkable, the ever so lovely Miss Earth Kit Santa B. That right there, uh, yeah, that's one. I know that I know that's most definitely in my top 5. Um, Silent Night by the Temptations. I do love Mariah Carey's Jesus, oh what a wonderful child. I do like that. And another one I like is, and I don't know who's singing. This Christmas. This Christmas, da, 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 carry me through the night. Christmas. I know years ago, and y'all know I'm a Clark Sisters fanatic, honey. I'm talking about years and years ago. Yeah, Kimberly, you was. I think you was. Yeah, you was in Atlanta the living. They did a Christmas album, and y'all know I'm a Clark Sisters fanatic. It was horrible. Yeah, it was. It was horrible. It was horrible. Yeah, they did. They did. They did good Christmas CBs. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, Santa Claus came to. Oh, look at you being ghetto, Tommy. Okay, bougie ghetto, bougie, go ghetto. No, yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, the Temptation Silent Night, but after a while they play that damn thing so much, I'd be like, would they just cut out the lights? And this one, Mary, did you know? I just recently got into that. Um, Mary, did you know? I just recently got into that. And I think maybe it was by chance I heard the Braxton sisters singing it on. Was it the real? Yeah, that show she got fired from. Yeah, I like, and I do like that. I do like that. I do like that. Um, Back in the day, the Emotions did a Christmas song. What do the Lonely Hearts do at Christmas? That was cute. I mean, it was cute for the era, but most of y'all probably wouldn't understand it. Wouldn't be able to vibe with it. But yeah, um, I'm trying to think of this song, but I'm gonna use my little information here because I know he had a very popular Christmas song too. That they I'm gonna tell you which one it is. Well, I like his I like Nat King Cole. I'm trying to think of that Christmas song. What's it? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Well, anyway, he had a Christmas song that I like too. Yeah, that was a good one. And Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, I saw mommy. So I kind of can get into chilling, but me playing Christmas music on a regular, that's something that I would do um like if I'm in the kitchen cooking. But then most likely I would me personally I would prefer to listen to I've come to love Silver and Gold by Kirk Franklin. So I got a lot of gospel singers that I like to hear sing certain songs, like "Oh Come All You Faithful," stuff like that. "Oh Come Let Us Adore," things of that nature. So I kind of like I'm diverse when it comes to Christmas songs, like the first Noel. Yeah, I do. Even though a lot of people don't sing it, I do like the Little Drummer Boy. Matter of fact, y'all don't judge me. When I finish this show tonight, honey, I'm going right in my room. And I'm gonna go on the channel and search for the Little Drummer Boy. Okay. But guys, we're gonna get ready to close. But before we close, we most definitely gonna talk about this last topic that I want to talk to you guys about, and I think we need to just really, I got my little notes on it. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I think that's more of a local thing. A lot of people wouldn't know that, but yeah, I like that. I really do like that. Well, guys, before we go tonight, I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I just want y'all to listen to some stats. I most definitely enjoy you guys' input. You guys' input helps me when I come up to help me come up with tough subjects and things that we want to talk about in my next show. So I most definitely thank you guys for that. What we're going to talk about for a little bit is domestic violence, which is also known as domestic abuse, which is also known as family violence. Domestic violence are the abuse that occurs in a domestic setting, marriage, cohabitation, intimate relationship. You know, that intimate relationship thing is such a, that's why back to knowing your laws, it's whew, such a sticky, sticky situation. Don't get me wrong, I do not agree, condone domestic violence in any way, shape, or form, and nobody would ever be able to tell you that you heard it on Hey Bitches Live or the remix. Derek, Elena, we do not condone domestic violence. We don't condone violence, period. We're gonna get that out the way. Okay. But here in Maryland, intimate partner can be current or former, which can get some people put in jail for some shit that they didn't do. I'm trying to tell you. Of course, we know overwhelmingly women are abused more and have more serious injuries from domestic violence than men. Then when you get into domestic violence, there's little side. A lot of people who are the controlling, are the ones who are committing the violence, are the ones who who just have to be in control. It's a control factor for some people who dabble in domestic violence, and some of it is mental. All of it's not controlled. We're not gonna tell that lie, and we know the four most common kinds of domestic violence is physical, sexual. Now, see that sexual thing, the laws have been changed so much now to the point that somebody can be married to someone and say that they have been that they were raped. In the past they couldn't. For years, um, women has been forced with that charge to if you married somebody, the law would never be on the side of a woman um, saying that say that her husband raped her. But now times have changed, honey. Husband or wife or not, honey, better watch what you do. So sexual is the second different kind of abuse. Then you have psychological. We all know about that, and neglect. Those are different avenues of domestic violence. But I used to yeah. That's what I said earlier. That's why I said even I say there's different they call it domestic violence, domestic abuse, and family violence. Yeah, that is considered domestic violence as well. It's a lot deep, and it goes way deep. You understand what I'm saying? It goes way deep. I just think we need to one thing that I want to do tonight, and I made the commitment to myself, is don't do anything else here tonight. I'm most definitely going to leave you guys. I thought it was. I am. Oh yeah. Okay. I just want to be sure. I want to make sure I was going to leave you guys some at least some numbers to domestic violence hotline. Well, in Maryland, they just passed a law that if someone puts their hands around your neck in violence, it's a felony now. But you know what? Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something else about Maryland. Maryland also have come to the forefront, and they are now acknowledging same gender, same sex violence as domestic violence. So you got a lot of you guys on it all the time because back in the day, if there was domestic violence with two men, but y'all, you a man hit his ass back. They didn't take it serious until some people started getting killed and things of that nature. And I found that out firsthand because I was in a situation like that, and the police came to the house and told the person, well, and Kimberly, I think they really call that police brutality, but we do also know that I mean, it's a fact. Let's keep it real, y'all. Y'all know it here. We keep it all to the E to the L. We also know that police and people who have served tours of duty, some of them, are apt to be people who put forth domestic violence. I don't like that military people. They got a lot going on. Even police got a lot going on to a certain extent, but they are um honey, let me tell you something. The way my mouth is, I could never date nobody that was a police officer. Jay will pistol whip the shit out of me. So and listen to this, y'all. The most common age for intimate partner abuse, women ages 18 to 24, is like 38%. Tommy, my friend, I love you to life. I did it. I All right, we're getting that. We're getting that before we close out. It's extremely hard, especially for um. And see, I don't know because they don't domestic violence for the police is just like us. They don't. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what they do on their job, I guess I've never checked into it, but what they do on their job is not considered domestic violence. They would label it police brutality. Um, but what I'm talking about domestic violence as far as intimate partners and marriages and things of that nature, and that's something that we can get into, which is going to be a wonderful subject to talk about is police brutality, how it statewide, citywide, things of that nature, which is something that we have to talk about. Like I say, the most common age for intimate partner domestic violence is women 18 to 24. Then it's women 11 to 17. And praise God, the lowest domestic violence for women is 45 plus. Now, for men, the highest is 18 to 24, which is the same as women, followed by 25 to 34. Oh, wow. Oh. Followed by 11 to 17, then followed by 35 to 44, and ended up with 45 plus. Now, 43% of lesbians and 61% of bisexual women have experienced rape, physical, or stalking by an intimate party. Those numbers are fucking ridiculous. And keep in mind, when you do statistics, I always try to tell you, and I know you guys are intelligent enough to know, but when you do statistics, these are statistics of only things that have been reported to the authorities. So when you look at these statistics and like here, say 43.8% of lesbians, I will behoove not to say that 43.8% of lesbians who reported it, and 61% of bisexual women who reported have experienced rape. That is listen to me. That is a high number for bisexual women. 60. Okay, yeah. Okay, 61% of bisexual women and 26% of gay men and 37.3% of bisexual men. Same-sex male relationships only. Transgendered, well, you wouldn't know this, but transgendered victims are more likely to experience domestic violence. African American victims are more likely to have a higher domestic violent rate, um, and that depends because some sources I went to today say Caucasians are have a higher domestic violence rate, which kind of makes sense considering it's more than anyway. Um, 1 in 3 women experience domestic violence, and 1 in 4 men um, experience domestic violence. But check this out. State-wise, Oklahoma has the highest domestic violent rate. No, it doesn't. I think and that's something I'm going to check into because I'm basically talking about intimate partner domestic violence. That is most definitely a good subject that I want to get into, but I don't like I say I know as far as the police are concerned at this particular point in time, unless they are interacting and putting forth violence, whether it be domestic, mentally, physically, to their partner, the person that they live with, blah 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 blah, it would be considered domestic violence. But I don't think they consider domestic violence when they're in the space of doing their job. Yeah. So Oklahoma statewide is number one, followed by Kentucky, followed by Missouri, which actually blew my mind. Who the hell lives in Missouri? Um, Followed by Nevada and North Carolina are tied. Then Arizona, Alaska, Washington, Idaho. Oh, that's weird. And domestic violence. Like I say, I'm grateful that they have finally got around to acknowledging in an intimate relationship. Um, yeah, but they also say that they consider domestic violence in the realm of people who are cohabitating with each other and not in a relationship. So yes and no. So no, if you cohabitate with somebody, um, now I'm talking about the definition for domestic violence as far as um, current former spouse or intimate partner. That's the domestic violence. It the abuse that occurs in a domestic setting, marriage, cohabitation, intimate relationship, overwhelming. That's what one definition of it is. But when you get into definition, they can be slightly altered and slightly changed by who's given the definition. You know what I mean? But I most definitely am talking about domestic violence on the intimate side, boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend, girlfriend, girlfriend. That aspect, but that most definitely will be a yeah. And the thing is, if you like intimate, if you've had sexual relations with the person, I, I don't know. I need to. I know it's either if you've had sexual relationship with that person within a year, then they would consider that an intimate partner. Domestic violence, but listen, the key to that, which is sad about it, is that if you're living with that person and you know how you can live with a person and you know damn well y'all not in a relationship, you know it, they know it, but then you get into something and then they bring in, well, yeah, we were lovers. Listen to me. Hey, baby, not a good look for the person that they're accusing of domestic violence. Yeah. And one thing about domestic violence, honey, if you go to jail, you get no bail. No, you will sit there until it's time for your ass to go to court. No bail, and they're not going to let you get on pre-release or nothing. None. No bail at all. And when we talk about domestic violence, and I don't want anybody to think that I would ever blame the victim. Yeah, y'all, come on, and we need to keep it real. That I would ever blame the victim, because I was a victim of workplace sexual assault. So anyway, um, um, and depending on the situation, yeah, um, as I said to you guys before, you may not remember. Years ago, I used to teach at off-campus site at Animal Community College, and I used to teach domestic violence. And one thing that bothers me is that how people are so quick to say, "Get out." For a man and or a woman, for some, getting out a domestic situation is not as easy as just packing up and leaving. I.e., have some women who don't work in their house, their housewives, and they're taking care of their children. They have no income of their own. Where they gonna go? Sometimes men will break them down. They don't have no job, no education, blah 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 blah. Man has the mindset that the only thing you're there for is to be barefoot, sit in the kitchen and the bedroom, barefoot and pregnant. Boom, 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 in the store. So um, and with domestic violence, yeah, and with domestic violence, it's we as family members, we have to enter that so differently, so lightly, because I don't know, y'all. That thing right there just touches me, because I girl, it is what it is. I've experienced my father physically abusing my stepmom, but I'm not your normal kind of person. And I had made up in my mind that if and when I got to that point of getting married, that I would never do that. Some people fall into the cycle, and that's what they do because that's all they saw. But that wasn't me. That wasn't for me. Um, I could never use it as an excuse, because I knew I made it in my mind, being a part of it, seeing it, that I could never. No, that was not my thing. That was not on my calendar. That was not something that I wanted to do. Not that was not even something that I felt as though that because he was my father and he was the man of the house, that he was right. No. And that is so true, guys. So and it could be dangerous. Yes, and a lot of times people try to reach out, but they can break you down mentally, physically, and spiritually, that you just feel as though that they come on here, somebody. See, I thank you, Jesus. You can feel as though that you have nowhere to go. I mean, it's that, and that when they start mentally abusing you, girl, that thing, and God, that thing can go so deep. Whew, thank you, Jesus. I'm grateful that I ain't gonna lie. That occurred to me one time, but girl, that was like whatever. I'm not going to now nor my ever. Uh-uh. And I ain't go. And I guess I would be considered. I was accused of that one too. I mean, I was provoked. It wasn't something that I did on a regular. I make it a point to go around and beat up on my partners, because my thing is this, nigga. I don't want you to hit me, so I'm not gonna hit you. But that's just something. And it's not always easy to tell somebody. You feel me? You have to most definitely. Right, right. Um, check it out and know that it's not as easy as just picking up your phone and calling your sister or your brother. Like we said earlier about when do you separate? Every situation is different. And it's fact, y'all. Let's keep it real. Some people have told about the abuse and end up getting killed. So it's like domestic violence is like sure enough alive and well in the United States of America. Come on, somebody type neighbor, oh neighbor. Yeah, it is. It is. And it's like I have never in my 56 years of living subscribed to domestic violence. Um, I do like to let you guys know I love knowledge. I like to get into the ins and outs of it. And let's keep it real. Some people lack of mental stability brings about domestic violence in a relationship. Let's keep it real. Sometimes men lack of being able to provide for their family brings about domestic violence. Come on, y'all, let's have this conversation. So I want you to know that it's alive and well, and we have to be real sensitive to the subject when we're approaching somebody. You got that good girlfriend of yours, or that good boyfriend of yours, and damn well they got on makeup because they covering up a black eye. You just have to be. And sometimes, I want y'all to know, sometimes it's not that they don't want to tell you. It's really not. Sometimes they're scared to tell you, or depending on their situation, they can't tell you. It's something that we should never think is not a part of of um of ad culture, because it is. I'm trying something because I just want to see when I in the future if I ever bring my little niece on the show, um I'll be able to do it, because y'all know last month, y'all know I'm going here and there. Last month I was supposed to have beginning of this one I was supposed to have Miss Sally, and somehow something happened, but we most definitely gonna have her back um on the screen so we can see her together. And guys, this is what I want to do. Here for Baltimore City, the domestic they don't have plans to get out to safe places where the person can reach, right. And and that's the thing that kind of bothers me now, because I mean I there has been don't know how, there has been reports of women even getting abused staying at safe places like the House of Ruth. I mean, they've gotten a lot better with it, praise be to God. But yeah, and then sometimes the men went tracking them down, but that sometimes the women broke down and they called that boy, and he talked sweet to him, and girl, I miss you, I'll never do it again. So domestic violence is a illness, because some people partake of domestic violence because of mental issues. And guess what? A lot of domestic violence is inherited due somebody else being insecure. Listen to what I'm telling you, honey. Insecurities is a horrible beast, and if you don't learn to control it, insecurities have messed up a lot of things in a lot of people's lives. Come on here, somebody. But listen, guys, for your take this down. I'm gonna do it like this so you can get. I'm ready to give you guys the two hotlines for well, the first number is gonna be for Baltimore, the Baltimore area, for domestic violence, because it would behoove me to talk about domestic violence and not give you guys some uh, some sort of a way to reach out. First number is for Baltimore, and this is the second number is a national number. So you guys, like I said, I pride myself in gaining information and giving information to you guys. Um, First number is for Baltimore City domestic violence. And the national number is 1-800-799-7233. So you guys write those numbers down and keep them just in case you have to give it to a friend, a family member, or whomever. Yeah, it is. It is, and people don't want to admit it. Um, some people get a high off of violence. Never was that person. Um, um, no, and that's one thing I don't know about. I'm gonna have to Google that. Um, I don't know about it, so that means if somebody were to be doing it, honey, I don't know what the hell they doing. So that's a good question, Tom. You're gonna have to show me the that hand signal. I never. Oh my God, I never knew that they had a hand signal for that. But that's something. I'm ready to do it right now. I'm looking it up, y'all. I'm not ignoring y'all. Let me see. That look a little bit intense on me. And it's a three-step hand gesture. Yeah, I'm looking at it. And I see the girl doing it. But I need a video. Yeah, but that's something that I'm gonna want to most definitely learn. I think we all should learn that. And that means danger, meaning you're in danger. So that can mean domestic violence and some more stuff. So I think it's something. And this is also the signal for violence at home as well. Let me see, Tom, if I can. I'm gonna try to find it, y'all, because that's something that's very important and could be very helpful. Mm-mm. I'm trying to find it, y'all. Bear with me for a second. Mm. Let's see if this gonna work for us. I think I'm getting it, y'all. I mean, I'm seeing it, but I wanted to actually see the Okay, so it is boom, 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 boom. How the hell you gonna just be like, hmm, hmm, hmm. L, bring in, bring down. Wow. L, bring in, bring down. So I guess we do a fast, it'd be uh, uh, out and down. That is the hand distress signal for help. And that's whether it's domestic violence, whether somebody's ready to rape you, whether you think you're ready to be robbed. Um, and you know, the good thing to that and the bad thing to that is you're going to have just as many people who do these domestic violent crimes and things of that nature who's going to actually know what the hand signal is too. So at least with family and friends and close friends, I think maybe you should come up with a hand signal telling somebody that you're in trouble and or you in danger, and just share it with them for your family and your friends, because the good thing about that is it did help save a young lady's life. But the downside to that is because of a wonderful little thing called the World Wide Web that also gives the perpetrator an opportunity to realize and know what the hand signal for distress and I need help too. So I encourage you guys to come up with a hand signal, eye signal, or something for your family and your close friends, and that that you just keep it in the family so you can alert your family members and friends of you possibly being in danger. And yeah, so thank you, Tommy. I thank you for that. But guys, tonight's show was excellent. I thank you guys so much. We got, like I said, we're getting bigger and better. And I pray that you guys pray for me that in 2022, I'll be able to turn my show into a live show, which may, if that happens, we're going to pray that we can keep it once a week. Praise the Lord. If not, go to once every 2 weeks. If not, go to once a month. But that is one of my dreams, to have Hey Bitches live, to actually be live up close and motherfucking personal, honey. So yeah, we're grateful for that. I'm grateful for you guys. Thank you very much. It's something that I say, and I try to say as often as possible. But before I say that, I want you to know that God is leading me into a direction that I'm actually gonna utilize the rooms in Facebook, invite certain people. I'm only going to invite private people to the room because it's going to be an opportunity for me to be able to share, my love for music without getting dinged and things of that nature. But I'll be sending that memo out to the people who enjoy my music ministry as far as DJing or live, Um, so we're grateful for that opportunity, and we're gonna use it as a stepping stone for the Hey Bitches live and the remix with your boy Derek. So guys, remember this: there's nothing that can happen in a day's time. Remember the signal: out in boom, out in boom, out in boom. That's the signal for help. Um, there's nothing that's gonna happen in today or tomorrow that God and you collectively cannot handle. Y'all know what I'm saying? I love y'all. I thank you so much for being here with me, being a wonderful part of this wonderful journey that the Lord has allowed me to partake of. A wonderful opportunity to go forth in my ministry and touch those who won't go into the four walls and won't go into the traditional church. But come on in, somebody. You got to go into the highways and the byways and compel men, women, boys, children, and girls to come. Love y'all. Y'all be good.